Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. A Corpus Christi community now knows more about plans for the city's future. The Flower Bluff Citizens Council put on a town hall meeting tonight with special guest City Manager Manager Zanoni. And Chris 6 News reporter Seth Kovar joins us now live in the studio. And Seth, homelessness was a topic that was mentioned several times.
It sure was. The city manager himself covered a lot of ground, and even more topics came up in a brief question and answer period with the 75 or so people who showed up. But homelessness was an issue that got a lot of attention. It doesn't take long to find the signs of homelessness in Flower Bluff. That's the back of the big sign as you drive in, and that's a homeless camp.
We do have problems with homeless people here.
Cynthia Hamilton has taken note of those problems in just 4 years of living in the community between Southside and the island. But she was encouraged by what she heard tonight from a city manager who's only been on the job for less than 1 year.
What I heard from the city manager is he's making a lot of changes in a positive direction. I think he's eliminating some inefficiencies, and I think everything's moving in the right direction.
Please welcome our city manager, Mr. Peter Zanoni.
The audience's warm reception echoed Hamilton's sentiments, and it sounds like he's even won over some people who've lived here a long time.
He's going in the right direction. I think we have a good future ahead of us.
Lee Wheatley says she's seen lots of changes in her 40 years in Flower Bluff. She's also seen a split in the homeless population, those who are just down on their luck, and those who face drug addiction and mental illness. And Zanoni's seen it too.
He's aware of the different types of homelessness, and that's important.
And one of Zanoni's first orders of business after taking office earlier this year could address both types of homelessness. He moved some people around at City Hall, creating 3 positions dedicated to tackling one of the whole city's biggest issues. Now members of the Flower Bluff Citizens Council and other people around town know all about it.
We asked him to give us his vision for the city and to let us know how Flower Bluff is part of that vision.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, a bunch of other topics also came up tonight. People wanted to know about streets, many of which are in bad shape there in Flower Bluff. Also addressed water pressure when the new and massive Holly Street water tower eventually goes online. And then there were park and beach improvements. Those also among the topics. Katya.
A lot to cover, Seth. Thank you. And in order to be a member of the Flower Bluff Citizens Council, you have to live in Flower Bluff or have property or a business there. The dues, just $5 a year.